What's up, everybody? So I just wrapped up the Division 2's Warlords of New York expansion, and we're going to talk about it. So before I get started, I do want to point out that there are a handful of issues with the game. I'm not really going to go into detail, but some are fairly significant, but you can, find it over on their Twitter, or you can find it on Reddit if you want to go see what the issues are. With that said, let's get into the story. So for me personally, I felt this was probably the most memorable story in Division games, and this includes 1 and 2. So one of my favorite parts about the story was that it felt like you were hunting down each of these characters, and each location that they were tracked down to felt appropriate to their character, and each boss fight itself felt pretty much unique from each other. Keener was a real pain. I don't want to dive too much directly into like revealing spoilers, but I was really happy with the way the game ended, and it set up for some really awesome DLC. I'm really curious to see them like carry this on over a year, or at least I'm assuming they're going to carry it on for a year, and how they'll set that up each season. Because as you see in the season pass, there are rogues you will fight. So I question whether they will just keep doing that each season, like it'll be a new rogue cell or not. As for seasons, they're not out yet. They launch next week. So once I actually can get some hands-on time with that, then we'll talk about that. And leagues, I assume leagues will launch at the same time, which I'm really excited for the DLC, especially after playing through the story. Let's talk about the leveling a little bit. So the leveling experience was really well done. It was actually pretty quick to get to 40. You only really had to do the side missions, the main story missions, and maybe a couple control points, and you were able to hit level 40, or at least for me, that's how it went. So it never felt like it was drug out to like hold you back from hitting level cap too soon. And that's probably just because they already have seasons ready to go next week. The new skills that were added, the hologram was super useful, I found, during the leveling process, just to kind of get shots off of you and give a distraction, and it worked really well in group play. I don't know how it'll play out at high level play. I guess it depends on like what new unlocks they come out with for it. The trap, honestly, it felt kind of useless to me. I used it a couple times, and it always seemed to, when you threw it and it spread out, it always spread out in like either some really weird pattern, or it would, like, if it was near an object when you threw it, it would actually mostly stack on that object for some reason. So I'd have like 6 pieces of the trap or whatever sitting on top of a bench, and then 2 pieces that are on the ground. So it kind of, made the trap useless. I assume that's a bug, but I don't really know. So when you hit level 40, you unlock the Shade Watch. And I really love this. I really love that every time I level up, I have, like, I'm rewarded for doing so. Because when I feel rewarded for leveling up, I am more inclined to continue to level up And this is similar to how Diablo does it with their Paragon levels. So if you've ever played Diablo, it's the same thing here. There is a cap on, I think it's 16 of the things that can be leveled up, which is a cap of 50 for those 16 things, and then there is one that is infinite. So to get all 16, not including the limited one, it's 800 levels, I believe. So, I mean, I'm not sure I'll ever max out everything. I love the game, but that's a lot of playing. But who knows? We'll see. But that was just kind of a quick overview of Warlords of New York. I'm looking forward to seasons, looking forward to leagues, and looking forward to what the year holds for Division. And hopefully this does well enough that it warrants a Division 3, because we do know Division 2 did not sell as well as anticipated. And man, I would love to see a Division 3 running on next gen hardware. The things they could do with expanding the world, and not just the size per se, but like opening the buildings to being explored, and just things they could do. But I guess that's a talk for another time. Alright, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I will have a video next week of most likely my impressions of endgame and how seasons are looking. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit that subscribe and turn on notifications if you enjoyed the video.